Welcome to the nice sweet spot, where the reviews are on target and tell it like it is, whether it hits the spot or misses the target. So, before I get into this week's review, I want to share with you how it came to me. The other day, a student came up to me as class was ending to ask a few questions. Side note, I'm an English professor. Upon answering her questions about source usage, she then said, "I have an unrelated question. Was your water bottle lighting up during class?" As I responded to her, a light bulb went off. I really ought to do a review on this water bottle. So here it is, a 2-in-1 review on the Hidrate Spark 3 and the Hidrate Spark Pro. Do these water bottles have what it takes? Do they hit the spot or miss the mark? So let's talk about what's sweet with these water bottles. They come with this really cool app. You can use it on iOS or Android devices. And I love some of the features. The obvious one is being able to track your water intake, but another one, this one's under the settings and then the goals section, is the ability to adjust how much water you want to consume for the day. You can use the recommended amount, which is determined by your personal parameters. Specifically, this would be like your age, your gender, if you're pregnant, if you're nursing, your height, your weight, and your activity level. And this is something that would fluctuate like every day. Or you can just have a set amount of water that you drink each day. Another cool feature is connecting with other fitness and health related apps. As you can see, mine are connected to quite a few, including Fitbit, which I think might be my next review. This is really nice because whenever you log your water on the Hydrate app, it automatically updates on the other apps too. Something else I really love about both water bottles is the reminder to drink your water. Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking, who doesn't remember to drink their water? Who needs a reminder? More people than you think. Sometimes I get caught up on whatever it is that I'm doing, if it's teaching or whatever, and I don't drink water for hours, This is actually why my students saw my water bottle lighting up when I was teaching, because I didn't drink any water. If I'm under the goal amount by a certain time, it lights up as a nudge. And for those of you who have those jug bottles with the ounces on the side and it tells you how much water you should drink and when, consider this to be a harder nudge. Not only does the bottle light up, but you'll also receive a push notification. Sometimes it's a funny joke, or it might be a quote or something motivational to get you to drink your water. And you can set up for you to be reminded if you're behind in your water intake. And this would be something that's done all the time or just with daily progress. The app's located quite a bit, and what it also does, it can recognize your location too. And that's something that definitely comes in handy if you're someone who leaves things behind, like I do occasionally. Once I got distracted, I left my Hydrate somewhere. I didn't realize it until I got home, but I was able to search up the last location, which was the kickboxing studio. I did my first review on that, and I was able to retrieve it with no issue. And believe me, I was very happy about that. Another app feature that's really cool is connecting with your family and friends if they use the water bottle to hydrate as well. And you can see the percentages of their water intake, and maybe you can possibly motivate each other. I got one for my mom. And my husband, he has one too. I've been using the Hydrate for a few years now, and there's been some app upgrades to it. One's that it displays trophies and goals that you've met, which I think is nice. If you're competitive with others, or even if you're competitive with yourself, this could work as a way to get you motivated to drink water too. Something specifically with the Hidrate Pro, that's this one, and it's sweet on my list, is that it's still, and it can keep your water cold for up to 24 hours. All right, let's get into some of these features that might leave a sour taste in your mouth. The price. Yes, the price is steep on both water bottles. The Hidrate Spark Pro, formerly the Hidrate Still, it's $69.99, and the Spark 3 is $59.99. If the price doesn't scare you though, you can get either at Amazon or Target, but I would suggest purchasing it through Hidrate directly from their website, because occasionally they have sales where you can get a nice discount. I'm all about that discount life, I mentioned that the Spark Pro is still and it keeps your water cold. Unfortunately, the Spark 3 doesn't have this feature, so on those hot days, you might not like that room temperature or warm water if you carry your bottle around throughout the day like I do. Now, maybe you're just thinking, I'll add some ice to it. Well, adding ice to the Hidrate Spark Pro is going to skew your waterlog accuracy, so that could be a problem, right? And those are the main features that might leave you sour. So, what's going on with that tart taste? Well, this could depend on your mood, right? I mentioned those big water jugs that some people carry around earlier. Maybe that's you. As you can see, both of these are sleek water bottles, which can be perfect in fitting into your cup holder. But with the Spark Pro, the size is either a 17 ounce or a 21 ounce, and I splurged for the 21 ounce. The Spark 3 is a 20 ounce, so if you don't have a way to replenish your water throughout the day, this could potentially be a problem, right? Something else that's cool, or might leave you a little tart, is the color choices. There's only 5 from which to choose. This isn't really a deal breaker for me. Blue is my favorite color, so I'm all good. I got both of them in blue. Another feature that might leave you a little tart, it does for me, is specifically with the Hidrate Spark. Unlike the Hidrate Spark Pro, you get a USB cord, and with this one, it's a battery. And the issue is that it doesn't always notify you when the battery is low. Unlike the Hidrate Spark Pro, you'll get a notification and a nudge. And I haven't gotten a notification for years. Maybe there's a way to do it, I don't know. I upgraded from the Spark 2 to the Spark 3 when it first came out, and I have yet to get a notification on that, right? And I just deduced that, hey, wait a minute, my water isn't being recorded. And then I said, I guess I need to change the battery. The battery does last a good time, but that can be an annoyance to say, Dad, you know, this is inaccurate, right? Okay, so speaking of some inaccuracies, there's a calibration feature, which I definitely suggest using every now and again with your water bottle, and then make sure to keep it upright to avoid inaccurate readings. My husband sometimes moves my water bottle in the refrigerator, and he'll lie it down horizontally to make room for other items. When he does this, I noticed that my recordings of water are off by several ounces. This is an easy fix. You can just go in, recalibrate it, and then you're good to go. But sometimes you might not leave that, you might not realize it, and that certainly leaves me a little tart. Something else that might leave people tart is the attachment to the water bottle. I'm very attached to it, and I might use it out, like, I'm not gonna say might, I use it all the time. My family and friends, they laugh at me for bringing it just about everywhere. If you see me, you see my Hydrate. Whether it's at restaurants, the gym, or even visiting a relative or friend. I guess I just want to make sure I'm not over or underestimating how much water I'm drinking, because there's a feature where you can manually put it in, you know? Don't judge me, right? We're doing that. But hey, at least I'm getting my money's worth, right? So, even though the argument could be made that the Hydrate has a watered down price, I would say with all the bells and whistles with the Hydrate, it definitely hits the sweet spot. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that review and found it to be helpful. But before you go, I have a little something that I want to do. My best friend and co-host of our podcast, Nice, Naughty, and 40, suggested that I drop a little rap review for you. So I'm going to hook that up on the Hydrate. Check it out. This cool bottle is called the Hydrate. When you ought to drink water before it's too late. More than a water bottle, it's the haps with the app. Push reminders to your phone and a snap to get your drink on after breaking a sweat. Increased water intake is what you're gonna get. If I'm honest, the price is kinda steep, but the bells and whistles, yo, it still got me geeked. Do the math, less than 6 ones a month. Probably spend more, not on your needs, but your wants. Let it show off, peep the flashing lights. No con saying, yeah, your hydration's right. Ice cold, it's the Spark Pro. Bring it in those streets or anywhere that you go. 17, 21, no, not rims, ounces you drink when taunting your friends.
Water intake is on point. Syncing with health apps, yo, that's the joint. When it comes to my list, it's the top. Highly recommended by the nice sweet spot.
I hope you enjoyed my rap and that it was helpful for you. If you have any other questions about the Hydrate, or maybe you want me to do a review on something else, just drop a comment. In the meantime, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes, right? And I'll see you next time at the nice sweet spot. Take care.